So welcome back to the Tough as Nails podcast. We're here today with Mark LaFortune and Sherry Beck from the Naugatuck YMCA. And there are tons of exciting things going on at the Y, and we're going to talk about them today. So, Mark, when did you take over?
The end of November in 2019, just a few months before the wonderful pandemic happened.
And you're the chief honcho?
I am the chief honcho.
And is this your number two?
This is my, sometimes I like to think she's number one, but yes, this is Sherry Beck, yep.
Thank you.
So what's your role, Sherry?
So my role currently is Director of Operations and Fund Development. I've had multiple roles. I've been at the Y since 2000. So I've had myself in little tasks here and there throughout the way.
All right, so I know as mayor that since you guys have been in charge that you've really increased opportunities for the community. So let's start off, Mark. In general, tell me some of the things that have happened since you took over.
I mean, you hit it right on the head. One of the biggest things was we did want to get out in the community more. We wanted to make sure that people knew that the YMCA was there for the community, the borough, anybody that needs us. So we worked really hard to make that a change in our culture and starting reaching out to you and the town and local organizations. We created a lot of really good partnerships, a lot of really good relationships, and things are moving in a great direction.
It's all about partnerships,
Big
right?
time, yep.
So Sherry, do you want to add to that?
I do. So since Mark has come, I've found that the collaboration with the other nonprofits as well as the town has grown tremendously. And I think that with all of that collaboration, that's what's making the town so much stronger. And all of the future projects are all collaborative as well. So I think he's doing a great job leading the team, and we're looking pretty good.
And we're happy downtown too, so
Yes.
keep it going. Now,
We will.
I understand that we have an exciting new opportunity that we're going to talk about today. So, Mark, why don't you start off
Sure.
and tell us about it?
Sure. We have a lot of great things going on, but one of the most exciting is we're looking to purchase 65 acres and create a summer camp right on the edge of town and create a place that not only kids can go, families can go. So the goal is it actually was Foxcliff Farm in the past, and we want to keep that heritage and call it Foxcliff Summer Camp and Family Outing Center. So the goal is to be able to create a place people can go outside of summer camp, families hiking, picnicking, all of the kind of stuff, and Sherry can really get into the weeds of some of the vision that we have for it as far as the different things. So
Take it away, Sherry.
Sure. So we want to make sure that everyone in the community can use the property. We're going to have some health and wellness program going on. Summer camp is going to be a huge piece. Right now, our summer camp is held within our Y facility and on St. Francis Field. Having a summer camp property to bring those children out of the downtown area and get into nature is going to be amazing for them. But the families will be able to do all kinds of family events, and it'll be all year round. So we can do things in the wintertime. We can collaborate with the town and do all different types of activities out there with them.
All right, and for those of you who don't know where, I'll just try and explain it as best I can. In Naugatuck, we all know Guntown Park, beautiful, serene, tranquil, one of the coolest places in Naugatuck. So if you're standing in Guntown Park and looking at the mountain toward the left and in a southerly direction, the town is buying 45 acres. We received an open space grant, and we will be making that part of our Mission 22 trail and conserving it and keeping it in its natural state. Now, just to the left of that is what I would call the remainder of the Wilmot Farm, and you mentioned their original name, and that upper meadow basically is the area you're talking about?
yeah, absolutely. So big plus to you and again your partnerships outside of everything in town. And when we were talking about this property, you said, let me make a phone call, and within 24 hours we were up there, and we took a walk. It was flurrying that day, and I'll never forget when we were standing up on that upper meadow when we were looking into the valley. You would have thought you were in the middle of Vermont. It's going to be a beautiful property. Getting kids and families out of the the hustle and bustle of life and getting them out into a situation like that, I think is going to change lives. So that's really our goal.
Right. And you want to add to that vision, Sherry?
I do. So I just want to add a little piece. I spoke with Dave Wilmot, the owner of the property, and he was saying to me that his wife would have absolutely loved to have seen the children out there and use that property to educate them all summer long and give them this opportunity to grow and be out in nature. So I think that the Wilmots, who have been in Naugatuck forever, are wonderful people.
Salt to the earth.
Yes. They're wonderful people, and I've known them since I was 16, and I think that it's going to be a great connection with them as well.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
So it's going to be a phased approach, or what are you thinking about?
Yeah, so it's a big piece of land. We have some big visions for it. One of the biggest things, the summer camps that we run are always licensed by the Office of Early Childhood. So first phase approach is to be able to suffice all of those licensing needs, running water, electricity, access, and also shelter. When we have kids out there, we need a place for them to be able to get under cover in the event that weather came in and so on and so forth, also get out of the sun. But
are you talking about a pavilion?
Yep.
Okay.
So a pavilion that would be full use of anybody in Naugatuck that wants to go out and use it. Also a big plus for, I know you have big plans for Mission 22 Trail, which will have a stop off right on our property, and the partnership is going to be really the biggest thing to this. But we're hoping, and if we can get out there for next summer, there's a lot of steps that need to happen, but we're working hard every single day. It's one of the first things we think about in the morning when we wake up. It's one of the first conversations Sherry and I have on a day-to-day basis. We were in the car this morning talking about it, and we're hoping to be able to get in there as soon as possible.
So our viewers are looking for a money-back guarantee on next summer. Can we do that?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sherry?
I think that the vision that Mark came in with when he first was hired was one of them was to have this summer camp, and he kept talking about, I wish we could have these children out in nature, and it's finally going to happen. I'm really, really pushing for it to happen sooner rather than later. I ran the summer camp for the past 7 years, and it's a challenge. The children have a wonderful time, but it's a challenge. Our facility is we're growing in all of the programs that we offer within the facility, and then when we have 120 campers and it's a rainy day and we're trying to squeeze everyone in there, it makes it very, very challenging. So the summer camp is going to lighten up the use of our main facility, and our members will be able to have even more programming within the facility as well.
So I'm just going to say this is fantastic, spectacular, and we love it. But I also understand that there's an even additional new opportunity that you're working on.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna get to that real quick. I just do want to the full vision of summer camp. So we're talking about getting in there, have these running water, electricity, shelter. Our full vision is to have a lodge up there, have a pool, a swimming pool, having all of these things, rope courses, things that really bring you from just offering an outdoor center or a family outdoor center and a summer camp, but have that destination camp right here in Naugatuck. So that's the summer camp and family center. But then yes, to your point, we do have some additional exciting news. We are currently working on acquiring another property, which is right on the heart of Naugatuck on Church Street, which is the old St. Francis School. The goal for that is to create a larger child care center, child care from infant, toddlers, and preschool, all over the United States is in a state where people are having a hard time finding childcare.
Huge
So
need,
we
huge
want to
need.
continue to grow that, and we know as Naugatuck grows that's only going to get larger, right? We're going to need more places to put children. So the goal is for us to continue to expand in childcare. The really cool thing about that property also is that we want to create a teen center. We want a place for our teens to go, have safe, healthy fun that is supervised by having YMCA staff right in that area, and the opportunities are endless for that. The third piece of that is we want to have a larger place for our school-age children to go. So our before and after school network that has a lot of our kids that go to elementary school right in Naugatuck, to have that place, that one hub where people can go and enjoy before and after school care. You know, childcare is huge. Naugatuck's only growing, which means we're going to be having a lot more youth that are going to be in need. So we're trying to grow with it. We're trying to ensure that we have those opportunities, and we're trying to put our best foot forward. We have two, what we talk about as like legacy projects going on at once, when usually you might have one of these happen in 50 years. So again, it's a really exciting time for us to bring two of these large pieces to Naugatuck and partner with the borough.
And we love the partnership,
Yeah.
and we're adding those to our other downtown projects. So
Yep.
we've got a lot going on, and it's happening right now. So Sherry, do you want to jump in on this?
There's one more piece in that facility of St. Francis. They have a full gymnasium upstairs, which is going to be great because our basketball program is huge, and we're always trying to find practice space and game space and things like that. So that's going to help us out with that. And then on the lower level, we're planning on doing some form of kitchen. Right now, we have to outsource to bring the food into the Y for our child care center. So if we can get a full kitchen, we can hire someone to manage that kitchen, and we won't have to worry about hiring out.
Bringing
which is gonna be
healthier
great.
meals to her. I mean, we do, the people that we contract with right now is a healthy vendor. However, we want to bring it that even up to the next level. We want to have healthier foods, more fresh for the kids, and it will also open up an opportunity for any other child care centers in Naugatuck or our direct area that may need that. We can offer that service. So we're trying to bring things back. We're trying to bring them in, hire people from town, do all those good things. So.
The other piece with that kitchen too is we have residents that live upstairs, and so if we do get that kitchen, we can provide an opportunity for the residents also to have a home cooked meal. Right now they don't have a kitchen, so they have a microwave and they have coffee makers and things like that, but and a lot of times they just walk to Cumberland Farms to pick up something to eat. So if we have that kitchen, then that's another location for them to go and grab a healthy meal.
All right, this is all spectacular stuff. So before we close out the podcast, anything you want to add, Mark?
I mean, what a time to be in Naugatuck. It really is. Amazing opportunities. We're excited every day. Yes, it's busy. Yes, sometimes it feels a little stressful, but I couldn't be happier to be working with you and the borough, and thank you to everybody and everything you've done for us.
Sherry?
And we're just following your lead on expanding.
Well,
You're doing a great job in town, and we're just going to be right there helping along.
we strive to be the best, and we want to have the best YMCA in North America, right?
That's
I love
it.
I love that.
All right.